Alrighty. Guess who's back? It's Spotlights of the Week, episode 2. My name's Carson Cornell. Got the sunglasses on today because these spotlights are too bright.
I like it.
They're bright this week. My name's Carson Cornell. The guy on your screen to my right with the sick, nasty background. Showing off his nerdism. Look at all that. Yep. Oh, what a nerd.
I'm a nerd.
His name's Tyrel Shock. It's the Spotlights of the Week. Ty, how we doing today, man?
Dude, what is up, Carson Quinnell, and what is up, you sexy entertainers? It's Friday. It's a good day. I hope anyone watching the stream or the record today is having a good day. And Carson, guess what, dude?
What's up, bro?
Episode 2 of the EntertaiNerds Spotlights of the Week.
You know.
Week. And I went first last time, so I want to hear all about your in-week entertainment. What did you do, dude?
Oh, I love it.
What was it?
Hey, can I just real quick?
Real quick, just let it happen.
Shout out to you for getting a sick new microphone. You sound.
Yes. Ooh.
You sound beautiful this week.
I'm putting in the money for you. It's all for you.
I love it. You know, I was thinking about this earlier. What's my spotlight of the week? I didn't have much time to watch this week, but what I did do, Darcy and I did, was we finished Severance season 1. And I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm not going to lie. I think I mentioned last week that it's like Lost. It's like I have new questions, no answers. It ended on a heck of a cliffhanger. I've seen one episode of the second season, but this show is crazy. If you haven't seen it, I didn't want to try it because like the premise sounds so boring. The premise sounds terrible, and the fact that it's like Ben Stiller's doing this really, and dude, it's so good. I don't know. Have you seen that show? Have you checked it out yet?
I have not. No, dude. I don't even know if I've heard of it. What are you watching it on?
It's on Apple TV. It's an Apple TV exclusive. They created it. So.
I don't have Apple TV because I'm broke. I don't have any money.
Yeah, you freaking peasants can't watch this high quality.
I know, dude.
These high quality shows.
Spending all my money on board games and microphones, and I'm just trying to better my situation for you and for us. So for the EntertaiNerds, I have 0 friends, as everyone knows. So
dude,
get a second
job. Get a second job so you can watch Severance. Okay.
Yeah. I will.
Also, we'll start a GoFundMe so Ty can watch Apple TV.
Yeah, seriously. We'll put it in the link. Yeah.
If you're watching,
give me your money so I can have Apple TV.
We'll put our Venmo in the description so you can donate to Ty so he can watch Severance.
Yes.
It's so good. It's won a ton of awards, and it's a really serious show. Which when I heard Ben Stiller was in part of it, I was like, Ben Stiller directing a serious drama. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good on that. But then, like, the world just like kept like throwing it in my face on Facebook, like Severance wins 19 awards, or in Severance season 2 is crazy, and it's one of those shows where it's like, it is 12:30 p.m. and I got to work in 6 hours, but let's go. Dude, next one.
There are shows out there like that. I love shows like that where you're just like, do we run another one? And you look and it's 12:30 and you're like, if we watch another one, it's 1:30 in the morning and I got to work, and then you're like, fuck it, and you do it anyways.
Yep.
I've had shows like that. I totally get it. If it's that good, maybe I'll. What do they give a free trial, like a 30-day free trial on Apple, where I can speed watch it and then just end my services?
They give some sort of free trial. I'm sure maybe like 7 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Steve Jobs don't need my money,
bro. It's so good. So yeah, those shows are few and far between where it's like I gotta watch another one. So when you find one, It's great. But that's. What about you? What have you been watching? What have you been playing?
Dude, I know we're doing like spots. It's spotlights, it has the S on the end, so I do have a couple on there. Obviously, the Tuesdays we're watching Daredevil, right? You did the same thing. Thursdays, dude, is my Invincible day, and I'm pretty sure it was the last episode of the season. Maybe they'll have another one, but it was a perfect cliffhanger if it is the last episode of the season, because he's about to fight a Viltrumite, one of the toughest ones, and super, super good. But in between those two shows, I actually picked up a show on Netflix called 0 Day. Not sure if you've heard of that one. It's got Robert De Niro. The De Niro is in it. He's an ex-president. Basically, they shut down all networks for 1 minute all train communications, plane communications, and like 3,000 and some odd people end up dying in America in that 1 minute. And so they make this new commission that he's supposed to lead, and they're trying to find out who did this software, and they're trying to push him into saying it was Russia, but they don't think it's Russia. And I think he might have Alzheimer's. I'm not really sure. It's one of those shows where they give you zero fucking information, and you're never going to fucking know what happens until the last episode. So you're like, oh, I think I know what's going on. Nope, you didn't. And then, so yeah, I'm 4 episodes into that. I binge watched.
Bam, left turn.
I binge watched all 4 of those on Tuesday because I was supposed to watch Daredevil, but it wasn't coming out till 7, so I needed something to do. Good show. I liked it. Hopping over to the video game side, as you know.
Write that down. 0 day.
0 day, yes.
Is that the number 0? Or is it spelled out? Zeroo? Is that how you spell 0?
I got it written down right here. Sereseoe. 0 day.
Zero. Okay, got it.
By Robert De Niro. That guy.
That's my
I think he does think. It's De Niro. And then, so video games. The only game I played this week was Crime Scene Cleaner, which I have 2 videos on. And
hey, check those out, by the way. My guys,
if you want, you sure should. They're fun. Honestly, that game's just like relaxing. Maybe it's because I'm just talking to myself, but like all you're doing is just scrubbing up blood and hiding bodies. So
that's relaxing to you? Are you like, are you some sort of psychopath? I got nothing,
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Nothing takes the stress off my plate than going cleaning up body parts and blood and bodily fluids everywhere.
Hey, dude, you know what?
But,
I have dreams at night of just like sponging blood off of blankets and pillows and trying to clean my apartment. So.
But that does kind of make sense, actually. Like you're cleaning, so you're going from dirty to clean. So I guess there is probably something that's a little therapeutic about that. It's like mowing your lawn.
Yeah. And then I go from like I had to mop up the whole freaking first level, and now I got like a pressure washer, and so it's like I upgrade a little bit of upgrade, And yeah, you feel guilty a little bit, but I made $22,000 in two little videos, so rolling in the dough now, dude. Rolling in it.
That fake money makes it go down smooth.
Yeah, just to even be more of a nerd. I have read some books this week, dude. I do know how to read. I finished Irredeemable. I don't know if you know what Irredeemable is, but it follows the superhero Plutonian, who is the strongest, baddest motherfucker on the face of the earth. Basically, Homelander or Omni-Man or Superman. But he turns, like, for the worst, bad turn. And he's killing, like, cities, and then cities turn into countries, and countries turn into continents. And he kills, like, billions of people. And, like, people might be like, oh, Omni-Man this and Homelander that. Dude, he puts these guys to shame. Some of the parts in that whole comic series.
Serious?
It's like a 980 some page comic, whole standalone, all the series together. And yeah, dude, this guy's a fucking freak. So that's a good one. Finished that one. And I started reading a book called The Runaways, which is a sci-fi space explorer. And that one you would like too, because it's like these 2 guys or a guy and a girl, I should say, who I haven't gotten as far as to what crimes they committed, but they committed some serious crimes. The one girl, I think, is a badass who can just like slice and dice fools. And they left that life behind, and they were trying to start a family. And it sounds like you have to register in order to start a family, and that got their names thrown into the hat. And they have now been found by the intergalactic community. And so, yeah, they're kind of like being blackmailed right now by one group, and they're kind of on the run from another group. Super good book. And just for you, because I know you can't read good, only like 160 pages. It's a short story, a novella. And that's all I got for my spotlights of the
that's it?
week.
Oh, that's it?
Week, that's it.
The 17 different things. Dude, you have so much free time on your hands. That's insane.
So let's be real. Be real. It is winter, and my job only requires me from like 6 to 11, 6 to noon. And so then when I'm like, what else do? I go home. I'm still on call for my 8 hours. I still do what I got to do. In case my phone rings, I answer it. But like pants down, book in hand, weighing in hand, whatever it might be, like I'm there and I'm doing it. So
don't get me wrong. I'm not hating. I'm mostly jealous, but it's just like, yeah, I played this video game. I read 2 books. I watched this TV show. I did this and that. And you're like, that's really it. I'm like, oh, that's it? Cool. That's it? All right. I almost forgot.
Yeah,
I did. I watched a couple of the American Manhunt and American Murder shows on Netflix this week.
Okay. Yeah.
Watched the O.J. Simpson one. Okay. I was born in 92, so I was obviously like not... Dude, that shit's insane.
It is, yeah.
It's so crazy. And then I also watched the Gabby Petito American Murder on Netflix that came out this year. That is... Dude, I get sad and just like angry after watching those shows. Like how do people like do? It's crazy. I don't even know how.
People are crazy, dude. People insane, get really fucking Dude. Honestly, if you have time, watch the Mendez brother one and then watch the Jeffrey Dahmer one. Those are so good.
I tried the Dahmer one. I literally couldn't make it through.
Neither could Cassie, dude. She said it made her sick.
Yeah,
it made her sick.
It made me feel so terrible. Like I can handle like documentary style, like talking about, but like they do such a good job on that show of like putting you in the room.
Yeah.
It's a real sense of dread. So props to you for being able to make it through it. Like I wish I could make it through it because I feel like the people who made the show deserve that because it's so well done. But it's also a credit to them that it's so well done that it's like people literally can't handle it because it's too it's too real. It's crazy.
You're not wrong because there are like even in some of the parts where Jeffrey Dahmer's like in the apartment and he had just drugged people.
Yep.
Like the suspense builds even in your house and you're like, dude, this is about to get so fucked up, and then it does, and you're just like kind of just like in shock while you watch it. It's like one of those train wreck. You know, we've talked about it before. You just can't fucking look away. You're like, this is fucked up, but it's happening, and I'm still watching, and I don't know why. And it is what it is. So.
Yeah, I love those shows. So, shall we get into some news?
Let's do the news, man. I love news.
Right. We got a couple of topics. So, let's see here. I'm gonna switch our screens here.
Yeah, do what you gotta.
And the first thing that I was wanting to discuss with you and get your thoughts on there's an article here from Gaming Bible. Basically, I'm not going to read this article, but what it comes down to, you can read it. Feel free to read it while it's on the screen if you're watching. What it comes down to is they're saying that, bear with me here, I'm going to
excuse me,
not make you watch ads. So what they're basically saying is late of next year, they can almost basically confirm that either Black Panther 3 or Shang-Chi 2 are going to be released. The article does say that it's more likely to be Black Panther 3, which if I had to pick between those two, I would almost rather see a Shang-Chi 2. However, I mean, they're both great choices. I'd love to see both of them, but Black Panther 3, I don't know what they're gonna do with that after the death of Chadwick Boseman. Are they gonna recast him? They introduced his son, so
honestly,
I'm leaning Shang-Chi. Go ahead.
I'm honestly thinking Michael B. Jordan is gonna be the new Black Panther. I have that feeling. I have a gut feeling. I read something the other day. It wasn't any solid fact, but it made sense. Like, Michael B. Jordan, that's been kind of his future role that he's said he's wanted to play that role his whole life, and now it's available. So I could see him playing that. Now, riddle me this. Why is there no and or? Why can't we get both movies? Why can't we get a Black Panther and a Shang-Chi?
I'm sure money, restrictions, schedules, who knows?
Those guys have so much money, bro. They're so much money.
Oh, that small indie movie company, Marvel, they do their best.
So small.
As far as the Michael B. Jordan thing, is that character, because he appeared in Black Panther 2.
He was Killmonger.
Yep, he did. He appeared. It was kind of but he was a kind of a guide to Shuri in place of Chadwick, kind of not who she expected to see. He even comments on that in the film. You weren't expecting to see me, were you? Kind of hinting at maybe her darker side. But I would, if they could figure out a way, if they could figure out a way to where he could be Black Panther and it makes sense and they do it right, oh yeah, give it to me. I love Michael B. Jordan. He would absolutely crush it. Killmonger is widely regarded as one of the best most well done villains in the MCU. So if they can make him Black Panther again, but the most important thing is it has to make sense. It can't just be some BS or whatever. So yeah, I'm all for it.
It shouldn't be too hard, right? Like
no.
All of a sudden his cousin's dead. He grows a conscience that he wants to do right by Wakanda, and maybe he just steps up into the role, or maybe he's asked to step into the role, and they're like, "Hey, don't fuck us here," and he's like, "All right, yeah, here I come," and flops down that big Black Panther penis or something. Who knows, dude?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it.
Well, and they've already kind of crowned Shuri as the new Black Panther, so they'd have to find a way to backtrack that. And I've heard anybody you talk to, they all say like, look, Shuri she was fine as Black Panther. The actress did a really good job, but the MCU needs like Black Panther, they need a Black Panther. Yeah. It's kind of like comparison to the NFL. Like the NFL is better when certain teams are good. The MCU is better, obviously, when there's a Black Panther. So I think there was a little bit of gun shyness after he died they wanted to do right by him. But I think it's time they could find a way to do it. Yeah.
That's kind of a lose-lose when, Chad died, because everybody's like, if you cast him too soon, you're a heartless son of a bitch, and if you cast him wrong, you fucked up. So I think they were kind of in a bad limbo there. But I mean, they have every opportunity to start a young Avengers. They have, Kate Bishop. They have, I could go on probably with all the young new characters coming in. Ironheart, they're starting to do a show about her, and so I feel like they could easily slot Shuri in as a young Avenger Black Panther potentially. I don't want to be like she's not worthy of Black Panther. She did great. The movie was fine and all that, but like you said, Michael B. Jordan is a whole different story. If Michael B. Jordan's Black Panther, I think he could do a really good job with the role.
I think he'd look out of place because he's older than everybody else, but it'd be cool. He'd be so sick. What did you like Shang-Chi when it came out? Did you like the
I did like Shang-Chi. Yeah. Yep.
I think it's an underrated movie. I had a lot of fun with it. The first time I watched it, I was like, "Oh, it's pretty good." And then the more you watch it, you're like, "Yeah, this movie it kind of slaps." So, both good choices. Surprisingly, I think I'd rather see a Shang-Chi too. My mind might change, but I think I'd rather see Shang-Chi too. So I think we're split on that one, so I like it. Let us know in your comments down below if you're watching. Let us know what you guys think. Would you rather see a Black Panther 3 or a Shang-Chi 2?
Black Panther, dude, all day.
BP3. Okay.
All day.
Moving on. Another piece of MCU news. There's been a ton of leaks in the last week, 2 weeks, regarding Avengers Secret Wars. A lot of theories say that they're sort of on purpose, just because of the performance of Captain America: Brave New World. They wanted to get the hype going. And, this isn't crazy news. This is a lot of stuff that we knew. But this article, another one by Gaming Bible, shout out to them, says that and potential spoilers here for Secret Wars, but it's not really. They're just kind of saying that Doctor Doom will have almost like a Thanos approach where he thinks he's doing the right thing. He's going to try to recreate his own timeline to prevent all these incursions, kind of similar to the one that Doctor Strange ran off to. The article mentions that. And that, like I said, he'll kind of mirror Thanos, where he thinks he's doing the right thing, but it's going to cost a lot of lives. So I'm all about it. I think it's a good. Thanos was by far my favorite villain, just because you kind of understood where he's coming from, and I think that's a big part of a good villain is you have to be able to sympathize with him and kind of understand why they're doing it. A lot of these MCU villains are just trash because it's they're just bad because they are, and they're unmemorable. So, I've said it multiple times. Do not mess up Doctor Doom, because if they mess up Doctor Doom and it's just not a good villain, stick a fork in the MCU, they're done. The article also talks about them using it as a reboot to bring in X-Men. The Fantastic Four are going to be a major part of the MCU moving forward, which makes a lot of sense. So, not a lot of talk of rebooting Iron Man, Captain America, which don't go there yet. Give it a lot more time before you think about bringing those characters in. But Bring in the X-Men. They have plenty of characters. If the X-Men and the Fantastic Four led the MCU for the next 10 years, done. As long as they do it right. Do it X-Men 97 style. Don't make Cyclops a fucking pussy. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Or Ty will find you and murder you. So,
it'll ruin my life.
Ty, what are your thoughts on what I just said?
I 100% agree. If they fuck Doctor Doom up, what are they doing, dude? Right. How do you fuck Doctor Doom up? Like, he's his own villain written in stone. I don't know if you've heard this. Robert Downey Jr. is actually the one writing the backstory for this Doctor Doom.
I did not hear that.
Yep, yeah. So apparently he has been writing the backstory for the character. Because I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of backstory. I think they're just kind of introducing him. But yeah, that's been all Robert Downey Jr. He's taken this role like 100% seriously, as I think he should. I mean, it's a huge character. It's just as big as Iron Man, if not bigger, in all honesty. So, no, I 100% agree with you. Secret Wars is coming. If that movie does not come or happen, like, they've done something terribly wrong. Yeah, exactly. Yep, it has to be one of those shows that appears. So no, I'm excited for the show. Don't fuck it up. Doctor Doom is a badass. If they don't make Doctor Doom a badass, they done did fucked up. So
yeah,
he should be Thanos level fuckery is what he should be. Yes,
probably. I mean, in my mind, he has every right to be like more of a threat than Thanos. If they do him right, he could be.
Maybe not Thanos with all the Infinity Stones, but yeah, I mean, for sure. He's a badass.
I mean, he's more intelligent. Thanos with the Infinity Stones, but he probably beats him in a fight 1v1, but the intelligence level, I mean, God Emperor Doom is, if he gets that level of power, like that's next level. Yeah. So if they, like you said, if they mess up Secret Wars, if they mess up this timeline, wipe it all out, maybe you start over.
Maybe Doctor Doom comes in and finds a way to harness the Infinity Stones, or finds a way to extract the Infinity Stones that were destroyed or something, and maybe he just goes Infinity Stone Doom and just shits on everybody. No problems, and then that's the end of the movie. Just right there. It's done.
I've heard some rumors about, are they going to do stuff with the stones again? I think they should move away from that. I wouldn't love it.
I do too.
If it's good, great, but I mean, I don't think they need to go there. We need Infinity Saga is what it is. You guys, they need to figure something new out, do a new that level of story. But MCU, you guys got to get it figured out. Daredevil's good, but yeah,
we all are counting on him, man. I mean, I think what happens is everyone with the Avengers leading into Endgame just like fell so hard for the MCU and just fell in love, and you could get lost in a 2-hour, 3-hour movie. And I remember going to that in theaters and everybody's cheering, and I haven't had that environment since, and I don't even think I really had that environment from like then until like it was like Harry Potter days. Maybe if you remember like going to a theater and it's packed wall to wall and people are cheering and screaming and everybody's having a good time. It was like that. Avengers, and then like nothing else anymore. So it'd be cool to get back to that, where you can fill theaters and have a full theater experience on just one movie, and the excitement be, like when I went to the new Captain America, there was like 8 of us in the theater, dude. It's not the the vibes you want set for MCU drop. So
no, I think if they, in my mind, there will never be another theater experience like the first time you see Endgame. Never. It
was so good.
If they can replicate half of that emotion with Secret Wars, that's great.
I still get goosebumps when I think of Captain America catching Thor's hammer and just the Avengers assemble, and you're just like, oh, I got goosebumps right now, and you're just like, please.
Yeah.
You're just like hoping the movie lasts another 4 hours after that part. You're like, I could see this all day.
Right. Yeah. So if I could go back and experience that for the first time again.
Yeah, I know that's one of those.
Take all my money.
If you had like a save memory file in your brain, that would have been a great one for sure. So.
But I think, like I said, I think this storyline, the Doomsday, the Secret Wars, it does have the potential, if they do it right, to have somewhat close to that effect. Like they could. the world is their oyster. They just have to not. The fact they brought the Russos back, the same people who did Endgame, Infinity War. A lot of people aren't crazy about the fact that they brought them back. I don't hate it. They understand how to do that, how to make that kind of story. So it's possible, Ty. It's possible. We'll see.
Time will tell, Carson.
Time will tell. Let's talk about this new movie called that's coming out. That's not a superhero movie, called Mickey 17. I think we're both going to try to see it this weekend.
Yep.
Where's your hype level at? 1 to 10. Where are you at?
I'm at like a 8.5.
Okay, it's
Dude, I'm pretty
significant.
hyped about it, honestly. Yeah. It looks good. It really does. I wish I could remember the director's name. Something Liu or Lee.
Bong Ho Chu.
Bong Ho
I think
Chu.
something like that. I'm gonna fact check that, but yeah.
Yeah, fact check that. But no, dude, from everything that I've heard of this guy as a director, like, he is always spot on his films, and they say that this is no different.
Bong Joon-ho. Sorry. Bong Joon-ho.
Okay. Bong Joon-ho. And so I've heard really good things about him as a director, and then, we got Batman in there, obviously, Robert Pattinson, and it looks comical, but it also looks like it's filled with story-rich moments, and dude, yeah, I plan to see it hopefully tonight or tomorrow, and yeah, I'm excited for it. So
yep.
How about you? What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, same here. I think the marketing for this movie could have been a little better. But
they had a slot in the Super Bowl. What are you talking about, brother?
I know, but
That's
still,
good marketing.
like I think it's gonna be. I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be great. It's based off a book. I haven't read the book, but I think Pattinson's great. I think I'm looking at the movie poster here. Is that Ruffalo? I think that is. It's Mark Ruffalo. I think he's in there.
Nice.
Mark Ruffalo. I also see I see wow, I can't remember his name. The guy from Walking Dead, Glenn from The Walking Dead. It looks like he's in there. But no, I think it has looks like it has like a comedic element to it. The concept of a guy who just continuously gets himself killed over and over again and comes back. I've heard that it gets kind of weird, so some people might be thrown off by where it goes. But hey, man, I'm excited.
Weird.
Yeah.
I like weird.
Yeah, I haven't been to a movie to the theater to see like a non-superhero movie that I'm pretty excited for in a little while. So it'll be good. We're recording this on Friday. I'm headed to Bozeman, Montana this weekend, so I'll get to go to the theater in the mall. So that'll be fun. And yeah, we'll hopefully be posting a reaction to it probably next week sometime. So
yeah,
looking forward to it. We'll let you guys know. So make sure you guys come back, check that out. And finally, last topic, Daredevil Born Again. I'm not sure if you guys heard, but Daredevil Born Again came out this week. And
it did?
Yeah.
When did that drop?
Bro, I know. It's crazy.
Was I supposed to watch that?
Yeah, you were. Idiot.
Dumb son of a bitch.
You didn't watch. So, okay. Real quick. Spoiler warning. You've been warned. We're going to talk about something that happened in Daredevil, our thoughts on it. So, spoilers here. You've been warned. If you haven't seen Daredevil Born Again and you don't want spoilers,
get out of here. No,
get out of here.
Run
away. Run away.
Please, run.
Okay. Foggy dies.
He's dead.
And he dies early.
But I don't know, Carson, man. I've been hearing a lot of things. I don't know.
It's all.
What do you think?
It's all BS.
It's all hoopla.
It's all a bunch of hoopla, man. First. So, I guess we can start there. Do you think he's we should preface. He's confirmed for season 2. The question is, do you think it's for flashbacks, or do you think they're actually going to somehow find a way to bring this character back?
Well, yeah, he was confirmed for season 2. He's already been in the first episode. Like, he could technically be done now, and he was confirmed for it, right? But, so, keeps popping up time and time again. I saw it the first time, whatever. This is a bunch of jargon. See it again, whatever. And then I keep seeing it and seeing it and seeing it. And I'm like, I'm finally going to just send it to you because they're like, hey, did you know that there's a comic about the secrets of Foggy? And you're like, wait, what? And apparently Foggy fakes his death so he can, go into hiding basically from Daredevil. I don't know if he wants out of that sort of lifestyle, but then he comes back, and apparently Foggy dies like 3 other times, and he's revived by the Hand, kind of like Elektra was, and like it goes on and on and on. But everybody's like, oh yeah, Foggy's not actually dead, and they're talking about the secret whatever pill that Nick Fury took or whatever to slow his heart rate that he got from Bruce Banner, and that maybe Foggy has this same kind of and no, dude, Foggy took a full-on rifle to the chest. But this is Bullseye, and I don't know if you were watching.
I was watching.
Foggy goes down, as soon as Foggy dies, 2 people run out of the bar, and what does Bullseye do? He doesn't chest shot those guys. He headshots. Now, maybe this was just for Foggy to have a slow death to piss Daredevil off. Who frickin' knows? But I see some people's point, and I get it. People love Foggy. They want Foggy to come back. But I need a fact check. What was the caliber of bullet? Because I don't know, man. If it's a 22, Foggy.
I don't think I could fact check that. I went to fact check and I'm like, I don't think I could find that.
But if it's just a 300 meg just going through the man's chest, a goddamn bear tranquilizing round, like Foggy's dead. I also didn't get to see the exit wound on Foggy. I mean, was it a hole? Was it just like, non-existent? Did the bullet shatter in his chest? They didn't really give us the autopsy.
Ty wants answers, damn it!
It was like Foggy a year later. So, who knows, man? I mean, what do you think? You give me your ideas and your opinions on this, dude.
So there are a plethora of ways that he could appear in season 2. I'll start from I'm not going to go in any particular order, but the one that I expect and the one that is least exciting is flashbacks. Okay. My guess would be flashbacks probably to what was he involved with? Why was he killed? I've heard rumors that this season there is a storyline this season that kind of tells a little bit more about maybe why he was shot, which to be expected. Which I'm glad to hear. I'm curious to see. So that's probably the most common option. Another option is he takes the form of like Matt's conscience, and takes and kind of talks to him that way in like spirit form. He's not really there, but he's Matt's thoughts. So
Daredevil's going crazy.
Yeah, yep, and he's trying to avoid going back to being Daredevil, and Foggy is his conscience telling him not to. So that's another form. The third one, obviously, kind of like you said, they could bring him back Elektra style. I don't know. I can't think why they would bring him back unless he knew some information that they needed, or Matt asks them to bring him back, which could be possible. And then the other one that I heard that is just, I think there's no chance, is that maybe he was a Skrull. Was that Skrull Foggy who got shot? And
I never heard that one.
I had not heard that one either, but with the
Scroggy.
The Scroggy, yeah. Scroggy. We need to, hey, hashtag Scroggy. Hashtag rip Scroggy. Make it trend. Make it trend.
When he dies, wouldn't he turn in back to his Skrull self? Because that's what happens, right?
Maybe.
In Secret Invasion, once they die, they turn back to their Skrull form.
But maybe he didn't. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Yeah, theories abound. So, I think he's dead. I don't think he's gonna come back. But yeah, now with the Skrulls in the universe, dude, like they could. That's like a get out of jail free card for a bunch of stuff. Like, oh, that character, that was a Skrull. They're actually alive. So,
every time someone dies, now it's a Skrull.
Yeah. I think another thing I want to ask you just in general is I've heard a lot of people talk about like their thoughts on killing him this early. I've heard a lot of people actually, surprisingly, they have like a real problem with it. I like Foggy. I'm not like the Kill Foggy Club or whatever, but I have absolutely no problem with them taking him out this early just to kick off the series, give it some drama. That way we're not taking weeks to lead into something impactful. Like, dude,
yeah,
I love coming out of the gate hot like that with an impactful event. So,
well, they actually talked to, it's Charlie Cox, right?
Yep. Daredevil.
And he came out and he said he actually wasn't a fan of that scene, and he even says that that's kind of a hard scene for him to get on board with. But he also said in the same token that they had to, I mean, it's been a long time since the show's been out. They had to start that show off with a bang for people to be there and stay there. And so that's what he said. He's like, we had to do something that would get people's attention. And I mean, obviously he's got people's attention. They're posting left, right, center, forward, backwards, up, down, left, right, RB about, you know, is Foggy still
Nice.
alive, this, that, and that. So I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know. So do you know who Foggy was talking to on the phone? And do you know who he was protecting in his apartment? Because he's like, whoa, man, hold on. Wait a sec. Like, let me get there. You know, he's like saying, like, someone's here. Oh, they're here now. And he's like telling him. And he's like, well, why are you hiding him? Why didn't you tell me that he was having threats and this, that, and the other? Who's the guy that
Are you actually asking me, or do you know?
Yeah. No, I'm asking you.
Yeah,
Do
so
you know?
it's his name was Benny, or his name is Benny. I think he was some sort of like, I think he's a client of theirs.
Right. Yeah, I get
Yep.
that much. But do
Yep.
we know what Benny is? Who Benny is?
No, I don't think we've met Benny. We have not met Benny.
Okay.
But you remember over the phone, he's talking to him and he says he wanted to know where you were. Like, I'm so sorry, because he's saying, like, I told him where you were. He wasn't there for Benny, obviously. He was there for Foggy. So no more information on Benny. I don't know if it's actually relevant. It probably doesn't matter anymore.
Yep.
But yeah, we don't know much else about who that was. So
Right.
yeah,
So-
because for a second
Okay.
I was trying to figure out, like,
Yeah, maybe if
he was
he was like
important?
hiding Benny. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Like if he's got good information on something that Bullseye's trying to cover up. But I think deep down he was just trying to get at Daredevil and push his buttons in the most ultimate way, and that was the way to do it. And I mean, if Foggy does come back, and it comes back because of something as much as like the hand or because he faked his death, don't do it corny. Please don't fucking make it corny. But like if he comes back and it's for a good reason and cool and they make it right, then sure. But like if it's just like absolutely fucking corny, I'm gonna gag and then find a bucket and vomit and then flush it down the toilet and then vomit again in the same bucket. So
nice. Okay.
don't fucking be corny. Corny
That sounds like
movies
great
suck.
content. Corny movies do
Yeah,
suck.
dude.
Yeah.
If you ever want to see a guy throw up, dispose of the throw up and throw up again, I'm your guy. Let's ride.
All right. I love it. So
Cool.
all right, guys, I think that's going to do it for this week. So we're recording this on Friday. We're going to upload it Saturday night. I think that's kind of going to be our upload time for this. So shout out to you guys. For those of you who have been checking out our stuff constantly, for all of our subscribers, thank you guys so much. We're trying to grow, obviously, but we're not super caught up on the subs. So for those of you who have done it, thank you so much. Continue to come back. We're working on making good content for you. Make sure you go check out Ty's cleaner videos. He's been busting his ass on those. They're good stuff. He's gonna keep it coming.
Scrubbing.
Dude,
Air dicking and scrubbing.
he's down bad. You guys gotta check it out. He needs money real bad. So Ty, anything for the supporters and the folks before we sign off here, my man?
First of all, I hope all the entertainers that have subscribed or are just even watching are having a good day, having a good weekend. Hopefully we see
Friday.
you Monday. We can talk about Mickey 17.
Yes, sir.
Dude, leave a like, and if it's not for me, leave it for this guy Carson, and if it's not for Carson, just leave it for the bitches and hoes. I don't know, man, but just leave one, and then hey, leave a comment down low if you have something you want us to talk about, something you want us to review. Dude, we don't do anything with our lives. We can review anything at any moment, any space and time.
It's true.
Just tell us.
Especially
We'll do
Ty.
it.
He doesn't do anything with it. He's got so much time.
I do, obviously. And Carson, for you, drive safe this weekend, buddy. Hope to see you
sir.
Monday. And
Yes, sir. Well,
excited for next week's Daredevil episode. I got some
Yep.
shit planned for you that you have zero clues are going to happen. But it's
I
happening,
can't wait.
So.
I can't wait. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.